Did you hit it yet? Oh, we've begun.
Well, you know, you'll edit the you'll edit the beginning out. This is just us getting started.
Hello guys, this is the first episode.
Yeah, none of that.
Zach is starting off Dick Suckers from Hell by jacking off the dick that he soon will suck.
Tiny.
Was that the mic that you brought, or is that
no, this is my microphone. I have a mic that's also like that. That's just a condenser mic. But I brought this one. This is
I do like the pop socket on the back.
This is my SM57, guys, because I'm a real audio guy.
This one's a SR71.
The band that originally wrote in 1985 by Bowling for Soup, or as made famous by Bowling for Soup.
I try to think of a way to continue the joke, but all I could think of like moving forward with SR is like Spartan rank, Halo 4.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so SR71, the right now, famously, it's in Splashdown.
That was for the percent of our listeners that have played Splashdown.
Yeah, this is for all the Splashdown Xbox and PlayStation 2
I think
players.
2 people are going to listen to this, and I know who one of them is.
Well, no one is probably going to listen to this.
Well, no, yeah, okay.
Well,
that's true.
yeah, I guess it, you know.
Zach, you've played Splashdown.
I did.
At Ben's house, probably.
We played at his house.
I was talking about Ben earlier today because I was talking about The Rock.
Of course. Well, that's your only
connection to him.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. But Nick and I were talking about injuries, and I was like, I haven't really had any that are too fucked up.
Except for when you taunted a child.
No, like even that wasn't a bad injury.
What about skiing? You really fucked up your knee.
My name is Major Trouble shirt.
Bro, but the Heather Gray shirt with the blue and orange ink on it.
No, yeah, I've had 7 stitches twice, but that's it. I think
that's pretty. I've had 0 stitches.
I had 7 here and then on me leg.
I've never been hurt because I'm the GOAT.
I just had like a few concussions. Then a car gave me a really big concussion.
And it fixed
all
of them.
We know.
It made you
we
normal.
Can tell that you've had multiple concussions. You probably have CTE.
Probably.
At some point in the next 20 years, I'm gonna get a text from someone that you were in a murder suicide with your wife.
Who could be anybody.
Whoever your wife is at the time. I hung out with Nash yesterday.
Cool. Next.
Tell me about it. It's Nash update time.
Yeah, this is Nash update.
How's he doing?
So our first segment.
This isn't our first set. This is the Nash podcast where I just talk about my best friend Nash, who Alex and Zach loosely know.
Yeah. I don't really, dude. If you gave me like a paper, like the one at the
a questionnaire
at the shower about Nash, I'd get an F. I would have no idea how to. Why are you looking at me like that?
I feel like I could guess for you all.
What? Like what would what are the questions
for Nash? If it was like, where did he go to college?
Where did he go to college? Okay. What's his job?
He's a.
What's his wife's job?
She's a.
All right. What of did he?
Did as in is he not?
I know. So far, I know all the answers.
Correct.
So far,
he has moved on to a different.
Am I allowed to steal?
Third, yeah, you can steal.
Oh well, it was.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, it was just okay. You said so I was like thinking.
Well, yeah, but then I didn't want to like go back and be like, oh, actually.
Oh well.
But now he's doing.
He's doing. Yeah, he's doing now because I made a joke about how I was like, oh well, you're. I was like, oh, he's doing. Well, no, because I was like, is he doing? Because I couldn't remember, but. I remember that he's doing because I told him that I've been preparing him for this moment because all of the high school kids are going to be really mean to him. They're going to be like, you wear gay shoes and you're gay and your wife is gay.
Are kids these days still like, is like high school still like rapid like homophobia? I guess it was more middle school as well. Like,
I think that was just you. I think everyone was just homophobic towards you.
I don't think there was that much homophobia in.
There might be.
No, not
I
really.
think there might be more
in middle school. I was like, that kid has the cheese touch.
I think there's more homophobia like right now in our friend group than there was in high school, unless you were like really gay.
I can't think of an example of me seeing homophobia in high school.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking high school. Well, I was thinking because
Zach
I was
thinks
originally
that-
just going
Zach
off
thinks
of
we
what
went
he
to high
said.
school at like a fucking concentration camp.
It's like I've kind of just like
You just-
pigeonholed myself into like starting the conversation with
You also
high school.
you wrestled, so I'm sure
did
all of them
wrestle.
were like violently phobic.
Well, they were probably like the kind of homophobic where they were like, "Oh, what? You're not
Suppressing?
gonna let me fuck you?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
100%.
what, what are you gay?
If you're not playing volleyball with the guys in the shower, that's really gay.
is
That's a thing that
volleyball a
happened?
euphemism for something?
No, we just like we all get naked in the shower
Guy-
together,
guy-
and then communal volleyball games.
The ceiling
In
isn't
the
high
biggest
enough.
shower of all time.
The ceiling
No,
is,
have you not been in the Pensbury West?
you never had to. Did you take
No.
swimming in high school?
No, I didn't. I
No.
didn't do swimming.
Oh,
Oh well, that's different.
no, because
So-
after swimming,
yeah.
we would also go in the
Yeah,
shower.
it's the same type of shower. though.
I didn't take
So-
my dick and balls out because I was like,
So the reason
too
I
early for
didn't
that.
ever do swimming is because by the time that we had to do swimming, they'd implemented that 50% rule, where you couldn't get any lower than a 50%, and there's 4 units in gym class. So I figured out that if I did like 2 full units and like most of a third one, and then I just didn't do the 4th unit, which would have been swimming, that I could still get a C or even a pretty low B. And all of the gym teachers really hated it.
and now you're the least fit out of all of us.
Now I just sit around and don't do anything all day. Do you remember? Maybe I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't talk about teachers specifically by name.
No, do it.
Who probably still.
I'll- we can always
remember.
just censor
Yeah, I'll
it.
remember to
What
censor
about,
it.
do you remember who was the short guy? He was in like
That
that.
short guy.
He was in Downstairs West.
Is this a gym teacher?
Yeah. Did you ever have him?
I feel like I knew who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
he was like crazy about CrossFit. He was like the first guy in the world who
He was the first.
he was like
CrossFit
literally
guy.
he was like the first adult that I ever met who was like, dude, CrossFit is my fucking life. And he was literally like 5 feet tall.
And now CrossFit is your life. It's crazy.
CrossFit's not my life. I only do cardio.
I couldn't tell you what CrossFit even means.
It's when you do like different stuff.
It's CrossFitness.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
thanks,
when you're
guys.
not
No,
good.
you're both awesome.
It's kind of when you're not good at like any specific thing. So you're
You
just
dabble
like,
in a bit of all.
you're
of
like,
it.
oh, I run like 30 seconds and then I take 15 seconds off and then I run 30 seconds and then like I lift a couple weights and
So you're doing it like in Sims.
no, I don't know.
You're doing
Sims
it like in
Pets 2?
Urbz. Sorry.
Sims Pets 2?
You mean the Sims game that features all members of the Black Eyed Peas?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is
you
what
can
I
be
mean.
There's Will I Am and
You
Sims.
could be an artsy,
Yeah.
a Richie,
Mhm.
a streety. I freaking
Which what? What is the streety you align yourself
streety. You
with?
like graffiti,
Like one of the
and-
black people.
Yeah,
and
like a boombox.
you have really baggy jeans.
What the fuck? What was the 4th one?
I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever Fergie. No,
I'll have to-
Fergie's probably Richie.
I'll have to censor it anyway.
Yeah.
Why are you saying? What do you?
No, like I'm trying to say.
Was
like,
there a
there's-
Black Eyed Peas rollout for that game?
Yeah.
Are you? I can't tell if you're being
Which
serious.
Sims game is this?
Urbz.
Bro, it's on
It
the
was a-
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
you were too busy playing fucking Pirates of the Caribbean online.
At 1 FPS.
That game was awesome.
I did have. That's not how I wanted to start that sentence. Urbz has great music.
have?
I listened to the Urbz soundtrack last year.
I pretty routinely see videos on X, formerly Twitter,
Of Urbz,
of Urbz music.
it's gonna drive me insane not knowing what the.
Should that be the intro music? Is a little fucking snippet of an Urbz beat,
That would be fire.
Urbz type beat on YouTube, so we don't get copyright strike.
Only masterminds can flow on this.
Hey guys, what is Urbz?
The fucking game we're
It's
talking
like
about
Sims,
right now.
but ghetto. It's like ghetto Sims.
Oh, like you were talking about a game that isn't
I'm not.
Sims.
Yeah,
a
it's
Sims
literally
game.
like
It's called Urbz colon Sims in the city.
And Urbz, like the Urbz logo,
Yeah.
is like it's suburbs, like Urbz with a Z, and it's like a
Okay.
spray painted logo. So it's like you like ride a skateboard around, and the Black Eyed Peas are in it.
Why do you keep saying
Look
that?
up.
I'm gonna be.
Because you're on your phone right now. Look up.
Hold on, I'm looking up the different rep groups.
Look up Sims, Urbz, Black Eyed Peas.
So it is like an official Sims game.
Yeah, Alex had it on.
Nerdies. There's the nerdies.
Alex had it on his Game Boy Advance SP.
I have it upstairs.
We
It's
could be
awesome.
we could be playing it right
we
now.
could be playing it right now.
Instead, Alex is just on his phone.
No, because now you just told me to look this other thing
I
up.
don't know. I only ever played Sims Pets 2, which is the one where I tried to make us all best friends, but then I instead made
Also,
us gay because like there's not really like a clear line between like being a really good friend in Sims Pets 2 and just like being lovers. So like
It's kind
very
of like
quickly, it was kind of
It's like a microcosm of real life almost,
Chris
you know, it
Thistle
is.
is a streetie and she's white.
dude. And she's a woman,
And she's a woman.
Wow.
and she has a backwards
And she's a backwards
hat, backwards fitted hat.
Yeah.
She's a real.
I think that I think Misty Waters in
Are
Urbz.
Are you gonna look up the Black Eyed Peas
No,
thing?
I was confirming that Misty Waters from the Urbz was my sexual awakening character. This one that was always like working out.
Oh yeah, she has like a bandana.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful because I keep looking at like where your mic is in relation to your face, and I'm like in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I should just like mirror what he's doing.
Whatever.
And then I remember my mic. I'm like, maybe.
What did you tell me to look up?
Black Eyed Peas, Sims, the Urbz.
Just total silence while I'm
dead
typing on my
air.
phone. Yeah.
Real nice dead because Alex is on his phone.
Look, that is the best because
Garage-
that's just easy editing. You just
It
go,
is.
all right, this is nothing. Cut it
Garatada
out.
by the Black Eyed Peas.
They're in it. Isn't the cover art for it like literally them but Urbz?
No.
What if we just like made like a dead air tune though, and instead of cutting out any dead air, we just always inserted in the moment there was moment of
Pretty
silence.
stupid to do.
I'm not gonna play this.
I don't really
Don't play
have
it.
good ideas. Alex, there's a lot of things that you don't want us to talk about, so can we like list like
I didn't
a lot
even.
of them?
I talked about Nash for like.
Oh, yeah, we weren't done with
The
Nash.
list of things is like, like I don't know, just don't be
Nash.
weird. That's the only rule. Don't be a freak.
Nash's opinions on Israel.
We can talk about him.
Nash's opinions on Israel.
Yeah.
Nash's
But so Nash and I,
We are going back to Nash.
we're going back
Yeah.
to Nash.
You had nothing to say. You were just gonna
well,
say
like
that.
because
there's-
he pointed out that he didn't finish talking about Nash, and like this is an important segment to our
Okay.
show. It's like the only one we
and
have
it
so
leads
far.
it leads into another segment that I
does.
have planned.
Okay.
So it kind of we kind of have to keep doing the
Well, then
Nash
wait.
thing.
Hold. If it leads into another one, then say what you were gonna bring up first. Also, I'm like throwing up.
I don't know. I was just gonna try to list things that we can't talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
You
never
Don't
mind.
do that. I
No.
don't like that. That's not funny.
Yeah, listing things isn't really
Not that
funny.
we've necessarily done.
Nothing
anything
is
that's
off limits.
Funny. Also, nothing's off limits.
Say-
Yeah,
say
$1
it.
million.
Say it.
Say that.
Say-
But you're on a podcast,
No.
and you have to do it $1 million. But
No. I don't think so. I'm not engaging with this.
Okay, back to Nash.
okay,
Hung out with Nash yesterday. We watched a couple movies.
Okay. You watched a couple movies.
We watched 2 movies. We watched
that
two.
is a couple.
We watched 2 really long movies.
You watched 2001.
Nope.
You watched Django Unchained.
You literally will never guess the movies we watch because they are probably on. They are like actually on polar opposite ends of the movie spectrum.
You watched The House.
like the 1977 Japanese.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. You watched The Sound of Music.
Nope.
Weird time.
This is a
to
great
watch.
bit where
did
it's
you
just
ever ever
Alex.
tell me what the other? No,
I didn't.
Okay, because I don't even know the name.
No,
of it.
you wouldn't even know
This
it
is
because
the
you
rest-
only know movies that either have Indian people in them or are made by Marvel Studios.
That's not true.
This is the rest of the episode, by the way.
Nash.
No, me trying to find out what
Okay.
movies you watched.
So one of the movies that we watched
Yeah.
was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Is that the second or third?
The second one.
Okay.
And the previous day, I sat down for the 3rd time so I could finish Jurassic World Dominion.
Wait. You watched
Is that the
Dominion
third
and then
one?
you watched Fallen Kingdom?
I've seen Fallen Kingdom before,
Okay.
but Nash has never seen. Nash had only seen World and Dominion.
Yes,
never.
Do you
the
like
third
them?
or sixth
No.
one.
I was gonna say they strike me as movies that you would hate.
They're very bad. So that's why it took me 3 watches to get through.
Did you like the first one?
I mean, it's
Because
like
that's the only one I've seen.
It's not. I mean, it's not good. It's like watchable because it's like a pretty normal blockbuster movie, but it's not good.
I like the part where she falls in the water
I don't like that.
because
Like when she gets like when the babysitter gets picked up by
yes,
the.
because
It's
she
just so like
foolish.
it's like needlessly cruel. Also, the Indian guy who's like, I can totally fly this plane. And
Yeah,
then immediately blows up.
Which also causes the death of a lot of people because it's him crashing into the pterodactyl
that's how they
exhibit.
get out, so that the woman gets picked up.
Why was he doing it?
So the moral of the story...
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. The moral of the story in Jurassic World is that...
Well, also, I'm ignoring that sentence, but I can't believe that you're like, no, the babysitter was unnecessarily cruel, but you hate those kinds of movies, and you like movies where unnecessarily cruel things happen.
I just think that's unnecessarily cruel because nothing else in the movie is like even worse.
If there was a flaying in a Marvel movie, if Iron Man...
No, that's like Deadpool. Like, oh look, it's like so violent.
It's also like a death like that you would usually expect in a movie to like be somewhere where it's like they're getting their comeuppance, their comeuppance, and it's like she was just doing her job as a babysitter.
Oh yeah, she didn't
and
deserve
then just
it.
gets.
She didn't deserve it.
Though it does happen in Lost
But that's
World,
grounded.
too,
That's what makes the film realistic.
Yeah, of course. Anyway,
Nothing's more realistic than. Never mind.
Life,
Okay,
life
guys.
isn't fair. What's the
but
second
this,
movie?
This brings me to my Jurassic World themed section.
Wait, what was the second movie?
podcast. You'll
We'll
have
get
to
there.
wait until
We'll
I'm
get
done
there.
talking about.
Fuck.
This
We're
is
just talking about Jurassic World.
This is
now.
the
All right.
Jurassic World
favorite franchise.
section
Yeah.
of the podcast. It's called Dinosaur Savers from Heaven. Okay. So this is where we just talk about Jurassic World for a little bit.
Can this just be a segment? We just have dinosaur savers from heaven.
So
Okay.
within the podcast, there's a second podcast that is only about Jurassic, and I'm not, and I mean Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park. I mean
Cuts me
just
pretty
Jurassic
deep.
World.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched Jurassic World Dominion, which is probably the longest movie that's ever been made, and it sucks. It's very bad. It's very long, and it's very bad. And you can tell that, like, as they were getting their cast together, they realized that it's all white people. And so they're like, well, we got two black people, a black woman,
no,
black
you're
guy.
right.
There, that's enough. Everyone else is white, and then Jeff Goldblum is there too. Whatever he is,
He's white. Still.
he's a secret guy.
He's
a
the
thing.
secret
I think
third
he's
thing.
still white though.
No, he's
Might be like Italian. I mean, do you consider yourself white?
no. That's
Oh,
a different
okay.
thing. More oppressed than fucking anyone else.
Did
so.
you like when the dinosaur with the really big nails stabbed into another dinosaur?
Yes.
That was cool.
Fucked up of you to make a whole segment that I can't even engage with. But the name is really good. I'll give you that.
Well, it'll be back. So just watch all of them. Oh, just watch all the movies. Anyway, so Zach and I previously had a conversation about how Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is better than Jurassic World Dominion, and I wholeheartedly disagree.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, straight up, as Nash and I were watching this movie, multiple times while watching it, we had to pause and like look at how much time was left. And nothing really happens.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one recently enough to
Well, so
really have a strong
So
opinion.
debate
but,
over.
I want it to be on the record that I don't like any of the Jurassic World movies.
That's not true because when Zach and I hung out,
do you mean?
when Zach's power was out and he had to come over and work, he explicitly said that he thinks that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the second best Jurassic World movie.
Okay, this is false. This is
Who's gonna believe you?
Whatever you're about to say, I'm cutting it.
Okay,
I think it is the best of the Jurassic World movies, but I think they are all very
it is
not good.
It's not even close. It is actually the worst one, and also
It has a cloned girl in it. How can you not think that's cool?
so does Dominion.
Well, but that's just like reaping the
It has a
benefits of the prior
cloned
one.
girl in it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a clone of a woman.
They
of
had
a
the cloning
girl.
technology since the first one. Why not?
Because then you get like moral questions.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
That's the
It's
point.
supposed
What
to
do you
be
think
about
these
that.
movies? You think these movies are
it's
just
like the one time that the
blockbusters?
Jurassic World movies decided they might want to say something, but then they decided instead to just like have a cool auction where dinosaurs are smalled.
Not cool, by the way. The
not
auction
at
isn't
all.
cool.
They're smalled.
They're small. What?
They're smalled. I don't know. I meant to say they're sold for pennies, but
I
they're
literally,
small.
I don't give a
know.
beep about
He doesn't give a beep.
Jurassic World.
So that concludes Dinosaur Savers from Heaven, the section of the podcast brought to you by Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yay!
We can do, yeah, I'll do applause, a T-Rex noise.
And then, okay, so the other movie we watched, which Zach is going to hate because it's, first of all, made by an Italian person. Second of
I
all,
will hate that.
there's multiple Italian people in the movie, and it's 3 hours long.
It's
and there's
the
no
original
CGI.
Super Mario movie?
It is Casino,
Never seen
Martin
it.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
How old is it?
It came out in 1995.
Wow, it sounds like a good movie because the 90s was like, you know.
You wouldn't like it. There's no superheroes. I actually clowned on Nash multiple times throughout the movie. When I would pause it and go to the bathroom, I'd be like, dude, I know that you're just waiting for Spider-Man to show up, but I promise there's no superheroes in this movie.
I hope he listens to this.
He probably won't.
I think you're right, because...
He's it's kind of tough to get him to do stuff sometimes.
Yeah, and a 4-hour long...
The 4-hour long
experience.
podcast. Well, yeah, like when he sees that this podcast is as long as Casino, and as long
Say
as
Spider-Man shows up.
Back to Dinosaur Savers from Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic World Dominion, the extended version is barely shorter than Casino.
You watched the extended version?
Of course, it's only 20 minutes longer.
That's hardly an extended version.
It's 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Okay, yeah, why is the regular movie that long?
The regular movie is 2 hours and 20 something minutes.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, because every movie needs to be over 2 hours.
Well,
now.
because see, there's like a really important plot line that involves giant prehistoric locusts ravaging the earth. So they gotta like fix the crops.
The best movie ever made with a
yeah.
dinosaur in it is the King Kong movie with Jack Black,
Yep.
where he's not
the
Steve.
V-Rex and it gets its like jaws.
You said the
Honestly,
V-Rex?
Yeah, it's called the V-Rex.
It is.
Honestly, like if I were to like kill you in like a like brain tumor type rampage, I'd probably grab your jaws and rip them apart.
I like, not even lying, once a month I say at work I'm going to do that to myself, and whoever I'm talking to, I'm like, have you seen the King Kong movie where
From 2005.
Yeah, where he rips the T-Rex open by its mouth, and then they're
It
like,
happens in the original
like,
as well.
no.
It does, but no one has seen that because it came out a literally billion years ago. So
Did you say that was a long movie?
the King Kong movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it really?
It's like 3 hours.
The first third of the movie's like on the boat getting to the island.
That's crazy.
It is actually like it might be the first time in my life, like when that movie came out, that I heard people being like, "This movie is extremely long," and I remember watching it and being like, "This movie is like, it's like almost." It's over 3 hours, I'm pretty sure.
A lot got cut too.
My mind breaks it up into like a few scenes, and I also haven't seen it in forever, and I played the game.
Well,
So,
the game's
because the
amazing.
game was the easiest way to get 1,000 gamers
for
for
it,
it.
yeah. But I always expect the movie to end, and then they go like to the city. And
Well,
I'm like,
that's the thing is
I'm
that
like, oh, it's not.
like
over.
it's like
Yeah.
2 hours
That is
before the
honest-
thing that you know King Kong 4
Yeah.
happens.
But there's like the snake scene. There's just boss fights the whole movie.
It is like watching. I actually
Because they
think
had to
the-
make the video game where you get
Weirdly, I think the
achievements.
snake thing you're describing was cut. Because I had a toy for a monster from the King
Alex
Kong
has
movie
watched
that
the
was
Lost
removed from
King
it.
Kong cut.
Yeah, I watch it once a year
Honestly,
on his birthday.
His
that's cool.
King Kong.
fair.
No, there's that. There's when they're going through the water, and there's the freaky fish.
There's
There's
the T-Rex, the
there's
V-Rex.
Jack Black falling into stampede. Spoilers.
M Kong.
That is my favorite Jack Black role.
That is your favorite Jack Black role.
T-Rex
What's your
jockey.
favorite Jack Black
School
role?
of Rock.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen School of Rock?
Nope.
What about High Fidelity? Have you seen High Fidelity?
No.
Haven't heard of it.
That's like your kind of movie. What about Tenacious D: The Pick of Destiny?
That's fun.
That kicks King Kong's fucking bitch ass.
I like Jack Black actually just trying to even be semi-serious because
He's
is a good
serious
actor
as
when he
fuck
is.
in Tenacious D: The Pick of Destiny. Because if
He is
he
pretty serious.
doesn't win the rock off against the devil, then KG is gonna be sodomized by the devil.
Zach, I don't know how to break it to you, but Jack Black is literally like an infant. Like he's not a
I don't know why
serious
you-
guy.
I don't know why you're like saying like I specifically was like what I like about the King Kong role is that like he did do a semi-serious one and like did act well in it.
Yeah, just like him for something else. Like him for
For the Minecraft movie?
For the Minecraft movie. I
Chicken
haven't seen it.
Jockey.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, I wish
I got tricked by people being like, it's so bad it's good. It is not.
It's definitely
Madam
not.
Web is. Everyone who's
Madam Web
listening
is
to this,
really
if you've
good.
not seen Madam Web, go to Netflix
There's
right
one
now.
person that's going to listen to this, and you're engaged to them.
Alex might be the only person ever listened to this.
That's probably true.
Oh, I forgot. I
watch it
literally
again.
have to.
I have seen Madam Web.
We were talking about Nick Cage last time you were here, and how you haven't seen any good
Reddit.
Nick Cage movies.
Like what?
Wait, I was
but
talking to you about it separately.
But I thought Zach was like a Nick.
Yeah, I do like
Cage
a lot of Nick
guy.
Cage movies.
Yeah, he's like his.
Oh, you're like Nick Cage,
I'll censor that.
where you're like, dude, I like when Nick Cage does like you haven't seen like Wild at Heart, which is a good.
I haven't seen like any Nick Cage.
What about
movies.
Raising Arizona?
That's the one that
That's
I've
the
seen,
goat.
and it's
Have you
super
seen
good.
Raising Arizona?
I probably
I don't
should.
think Alex. I don't think Zach has seen a Nick Cage movie before 2000.
That's the thing. I said all the older ones are good.
When did Face Off come out?
Oh, Face Off's good.
Face Off is in the 90s.
Okay, I did
but
see
I
Face
feel
Off.
like Face Off is like 98.
I really want to see the like something. I forget the full name, but it's like something vampire one. Have you heard of that? It's like he's apparently. Well, I guess I shouldn't talk about it if you haven't seen it. But
You're talking about Renfield.
I'm not talking about Renfield. That movie did suck. That movie was my reminder. So like I have this interesting relationship with Aquafina where like I'll see a movie with her and I'm like, I actually don't hate her. And then I see another
Aquafina's-
movie. She's in Renfield.
She's terrible.
Yeah. Well, like I'll like see
what
her
is
movie
you
and be like,
calm-
I actually
What
don't
is you
mind her.
talking about?
That's all I know about.
That's
it.
Anyway,
Aquafina suck my dick from the back.
She like made that movie terrible, and it was already not great. But
I like her
I
in
don't
a
know.
serious role.
Nick Cage is great in a lot of things. I'm not gonna even start
Like what?
listing.
National Treasure.
National Treasure 2.
National Treasure.
The Color Out of Space.
Element Colorado Space.
I know that movie's probably
He was
good. I haven't
awesome in
seen
Mandy.
it.
You should see Colorado Space, and you should see Mandy.
He's
I
not
They're
in
don't
it.
very
need to see
different
Mandy.
movies.
I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
It's like so. Oh, okay. No. Willy's Wonderland also
oh no,
hilarious.
that's the one that I'm thinking
That
of.
one's
That's,
awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Mandy's not. I saw him in.
The Unforgivable Weight of Massive Talent. Have you seen it?
That's like that. No, that's a movie that you only watch if you already love Nick Cage.
Have you
I
seen Knowing?
I've not seen Knowing, but you've told me about
Knowing
it.
is. Have you seen Knowing?
No,
Do you know anything about it?
isn't he in a? He's in a movie.
Don't fucking
Is this
do that to me.
No, shut up. Is this the movie where he knows that the world is
Yes.
gonna end? Okay, then I have seen that.
Yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
really fucking bad. It's like actually
the
terrible.
last like 5 minutes of that movie gave me.
I couldn't
like,
remember if that movie was called that or if it was called like Number.
My assumption is anything probably between like 2005, 2015, Nick Cage is probably bad.
That's all you know
That is not true.
in media.
That is literally
No, because
not
your media for you starts with
cry.
Revenge of the Sith and ends with the first King Gizzard album.
Why the first one?
Because it came out in like 2015 probably.
I'm just
You're
getting
like, guys,
slandered.
Revenge of the Sith is the best movie ever, and then the best album of all time is Nonagon Infinity by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I just swallowed my gum
Why?
because I drank water and I didn't secure the
Well,
gum.
if we do this once a week, then for episode 360, you'll have digested your gum.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, it's 7 years.
No, it's not.
I just looked it up. It's still a lie. Fuck. Can you hand me the giant water over there?
Yeah. It's probably about time to wrap this up, huh?
I think so.
Yes, I mean,
We're like over.
did we even really start? Like,
We're like
30.
something minutes in.
is there something anything we want to close out on? Any cool?
Yeah, this has been the 0 episode of
been
Dick
the 0
Suckers from
episode.
Hell. Most of the time, I literally don't even know what I'm doing when I'm driving.
No,
I'm watching YouTube.